So I just got the kids down for their nap. I thought of a few more things that I can't remember if I mentioned it in the last clip or not, because I was still kind of spinning from just hearing this news, and I cannot wait to post this and get a bajillion comments of people that had the same issue, that nothing ever came of it and it was just fine and resolved on its own, because I'm hoping that's what's going to happen. The things that were concerning, and like the doctor made sure to make me comfortable and not stress about this, because he said it's fairly common. Well, not common, but not uncommon. But he said the things that are more concerning about this particular case of this hydronephrosis is that the tube is, like, the maximum it should be is 0.7 millimeters, and it was 1.5, I think, so it was like double what the maximum was. And a lot of the cases are just a little bit of dilation, and so he said it was pretty substantial. And then also it was just one kidney, whereas like the most common cause of this is like a improper valve that drains both kidneys. And so when that's the case, it's both kidneys that have this hydronephrosis, and that's, I guess, more common. The fact that it's just the one kidney also makes it kind of unique. So I'm not trying to think too far into it, but I just feel like, I don't know, I just want to get this next appointment out of the way and be reassured that everything's going to be fine. I'm going to try not to think about it, because there's nothing I can do. I saw a quote the other day that it was like, not a quote, but maybe like a philosophy, that if you have a situation that you can't control, you can't change it yourself, give yourself a set amount of time to dwell on it and worry and whatever, like 5 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever. And then after that, you gotta let it go. Like, me thinking about this isn't gonna help anything, then why am I sitting here spending energy thinking about it and worrying about every possible scenario if there's nothing I can do about it anyway? I'm terrible at this, but that's what I'm gonna try to do. Just let it go, let time pass so that we can get this other appointment, you know, under our belts and have some more information, and then worry about it if and when we have to. A couple of other highlights of the visit. I wouldn't call it a highlight. I'm overall healthy. I'm doing fine. My blood pressure was low, which it has been like this whole time. Today it was 99/58, and that was right after I had just like walked up the stairs. I took the stairs instead of the elevator, and then like walked back to the exam room, weighed myself, peed in a cup, did all of that. So I had just like been active, and my blood pressure was low. And so the doctor asked me, he was like, are you feeling like dizzy or nauseous or having spells of that kind of thing going on at all? And I said, yes, actually I'm, you know, overall the nausea has been a lot better, but I get nauseous when I'm hot, which I think we mentioned in the vlogs before, and it seems like it comes on pretty quickly after I go out into the heat, and like as soon as my body starts like sweating, basically, I start getting really nauseous, and it just continues to get worse and worse. And he was like, well, that makes perfect sense, because your blood pressure is already low enough that you could be symptomatic, and then when you're out in the heat, your blood vessels dilate to help cool you off, and when they dilate like that, it makes your blood pressure go even lower. And so who knows what it could be dropping to, but that will definitely cause like nausea, vomiting, dizziness, all of those really fun symptoms. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting summer, because we spend a lot of time outside. So I may just have to modify and adapt and just not be outside. If the kids are going outside, then I just may not be able to be part of the picture, which is a drag for sure. I was really excited about this summer because they're at such a fun age and they just love being in the water, and maybe being in the water will help me, but I'm not sure, so we'll see. That was my visit in a nutshell. Oh man, you can see it in the camera how humid it is out here. The lens is all fogged up. Okay, yeah, you wanna hold that towel? That's not quite what a blankie is it? So we're having a bit of a, let me clean the lens off, see if that even helps. A bit of like a parenting dilemma, and it revolves around thumb sucking. Thank you, Lyndle. Thank you. If you guys have followed us for any length of time, you know that Lyndle has been a thumb sucker since she was maybe 2 or 3 months old, she found her thumb, and then consistently only sucks her thumb when she's sleeping. So at nap time and bedtime, honestly, if we didn't have like the video monitors, we wouldn't even really know that she sucks her thumb. Let's try this one more time. And so, because she only does it in her bed, it's not like we can discourage her from doing it. Plus, it's like her way of soothing herself. And when she was 3 or 4 months old, she was not an easy baby. And having a way of self-soothing was so awesome for us as parents. It was wonderful. We were like, yes, she found her thumb. So, but now we're getting to the time frame where, and I don't know if this is like normal, but if at this age, it's typical that they start sucking their thumb then more than when they're asleep, if they're habitual like night thumb sucking kid. But now, like if she has her BLANKIE, which is just a little linen thing that she loves, if she's holding that, she's sucking her thumb. And it's really just been the last couple of days. I don't know if it's like the transition of moving or what, but I've seen a lot of thumb sucking the last day or two, like increasingly more. So what I'm trying to do, I've tried for a while now to encourage her to leave her BLANKIE in her bed, but now that they can run into their rooms and play and stuff, she's just reaching in there and grabbing it, and so she has it a lot, and it's encouraging the thumb sucking even more. So it's hard to say like what we have to blame this on, but I really don't want her to be like an all the time thumb sucker. I know that just runs into a lot of issues with teeth down the road, and I'm not really sure what to do in the meantime. So if you have any advice on that, please let me know. I think for right now, I'm just going to be taking away the BLANKIE. It's only like one in particular that she will do that with. I'm just thinking I'll, as soon as nap or bedtime is over, put that in a drawer, and that doesn't come back out until the next nap or bedtime. But I'm also like trying to be realistic that they're going through a huge life change, and that's very comforting to her. So it's really hard to balance. Parenting is so hard. It's like I really don't mind her thumb sucking if it wasn't so frowned upon by like people who have been down that road where they had a kid who just like had the hardest habit to break. And we have literally tried nothing to break the habit. So we have this whole plethora of stuff that we could try if we wanted to. You guys are kind of making me nervous. So today's Brad's kind of late day at work. He'll probably not be home until 5:45 or 6-ish. So we've got a few hours here to hang out and play. I think we will do a little bit of swimming. It is warm and muggy. I love our new house here. We've got this giant screened-in porch and a really powerful fan right there, so it's not too bad in here, but I know as soon as we go out here in the sun without the fan, it's gonna be mugly. And I'd like to take them for a WALK, but it's muggy.
I know, that's why my hair is like it is.
What's going on?
Oh, I dropped her car off. Hi. Hi.
Who is that?
What you got?
Look at Bear's water drinking stand. Lyndle had something she wanted to say. Do you want to give Boo Bear a kiss? Bear.
Give me a kiss. Oh, that's sweet.
Mwah. That was so nice.
That's sweet. So where do you picture the kitchen going?
I don't have a solid visual. We
Okay.
might try it a few different ways.
Oh, Bear just hit his head. You good, bud?
Okay.
Got some red-cheeked children right now. Lyndle, you licking your boo-boo? You got your boo-boo?
I was talking a little earlier in the vlog about her increasing amounts of thumb sucking and what we should do and how to handle it. And
Yeah.
this guy has really turned a corner today.
You did such a good job. Where's the green ball? Is that green?
His little teeth poked through, and I think that just made all the difference. He's been happy.
Green ball. Look at this.
Oh boy. I feel like the last time I was filming up at you in an attic, you just stepped through the ceiling. This feels equally scary. That's our glass shower door. Do you need help?
Nope.
I'm not sure what I can do from down here.
Yeah, exactly.
So we took our glass shower doors down in the bathroom that has the bathtub because it's really hard to bathe two kids when you can only go through one side. And Bear was obsessed with like touching the glass and hitting it and jiggling it. And so when Brad serves his 2 weeks for the reserves, it's gonna be just me. I'm not gonna have help. Not that you would be able to help, because with that up, it's only one person being able to access the bathtub. But
how's this look?
It looks really flattering. It looks like you have one leg. You look like the lamp off of A Christmas Story. So anyway, Brad took off the glass doors, so there are no shower doors there. I don't think we're even gonna put up a curtain because I really don't feel like anybody else will be showering here. We don't have any like spare bedrooms or anything for people to need to shower there, or they could just use our shower. So I think we're just gonna leave it totally open so that we can easily bathe the kids. And they had their first bath in the house tonight. That was a happy experience. We've been in for a little less than a week and it's just been rough. Like Bear with his teeth, and Lyndle's been fine, but Bear has just been kind of sad this past week. And baths are normally like their happy time, and it just wasn't working. Like, I don't know, one thing or another just made the bath not fun. So tonight was like the first positive experience, and it was the first night with the doors off, and it was like a relief. So Brad is currently putting those up there.
It's tough because the trusses are in the way. Yep. Hand the camera.
I really liked that camera angle though.
Yeah. Hey, Brad here. It's hot. So here's the situation. I've got one door in, that's a good spot, but obviously I can't put the other door on top of it because of the rail. So I'm gonna put the other door right here on this box. However, it's just not an easy thing to do when you have all of these wood pieces. So hopefully I can get it, I'm sure I'll get it done. But also I'm moving the insulation, so it's gonna be fun to put back into place.
You are? You need gloves, right?
No, I'm not actually touching it.
Oh, okay. The guy who built this house is super nice. He stopped by to like pick up a few things and just kind of chat about some different things in the house that we may not know is there, like this irrigation system that we can expand if we want to, and a few things like that. And so while he was here, I talked to him about possibly doing an extension on the house or an addition. My mom's sister, Betty, my mom's twin, pointed out that like we have quite a bit of room in our yard right behind our bedroom, the master bedroom. So if we just put a door in our master, and I'll show you where I'm talking about here, hang on. I feel like we have to be kind of quiet when the babies are asleep because noise travels so easily in this house. I think it's gonna be much better once we get like our furniture and artwork on the walls. It's just really echoey right now. So anyway, in our bedroom, by the way, we put our bed over on this side. I think the feng shui is much better with the door being here. It was coming out like right here, and they've actually designed it that way because then you can turn off the lights from bed. But I just feel like it's much more comfortable being there. I've actually, since we've moved it, I've slept better. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe I'm making it up. But so if we put a door, like a doorway right here, for us it would be an actual door probably, then we can make an extension or an addition on the house over here to the end of the house. So it would be, I think the builder was saying about 12 foot by 12 foot that way. And there's plenty of yard space over there. I'm pretty sure there are requirements for like the setbacks from the lot edge. So we'd have to go over the design and everything. But for not that much money, we could add a whole room right there. And for us, it would serve as like a third bedroom or our nursery. which would be just ideal, having the nursery right there, having the baby have their own space, their own room for the first 2 years of life or whatever. And it wouldn't be that expensive to do it, and it would add value to the house in the sense that it would add like an office. It wouldn't count as a bedroom because you have to go through a bedroom to get to it. So that's kind of what we're thinking. We're gonna discuss it, see if financially it makes sense to do it, but I think that would be awesome.